Hey guys, Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. We are on video number 3 of 3 in our Sharing Sunshine Mega Stamp Stack remix. I've been walking by these, they're still in the Kitchen Table Stamper store, thinking how perfect would they be as sweet songbirds. So that's what we're gonna do. Our original Sharing Sunshine Mega Stamp Stack packet made 3 different designs, 16 cards, 6 each of this thank you card. This is the one we're remixing today. 6 each of this happy birthday card, and 4 each of you bring warmth into my life. We have remixed the packet, and now the packet makes 4, a little bird told me. This was video number 1, they're linked below. And 6, it's your special day. This is video number 2. It's also linked below. And 6, are you ready for the last reveal of our remix? 6 of a little note of thanks. This is our card for today, our remixed Sharing Sunshine turned Sweet Songbirds. There's class packets available at the Kitchen Table Stamper store while supplies last for this 16 card mega class. And we are gonna remix this guy today. So I think the first thing we're gonna do is, like you've seen in video number 1 and 2, we're gonna go ahead and emboss the card front on our polished pink. I'm using the Merry Melody folder, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's a 3D folder, so we're gonna use 1, and then our awesome Merry Melody 3D folder. Just gonna pop the card front in there. I'm gonna use the line across the bottom to make sure I get a good level impression. And once we've got that lined up nice and straight, I'm gonna put the back of the card through the machine. You're gonna do this at your own risk because your folder has the fold on the side, and this edge of the machine is very hungry for embossing folders. So you don't want this edge to run against this edge of the machine. Square it up nicely on the platform and keep it away. You're gonna put number 4 over the top. As long as you do this carefully, you'll get perfectly embossed card fronts every time. If you're not comfortable doing this technique, that's okay. You can add a panel. If you take a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of polished pink, run it through and emboss it, then you can center it on the card front, but I love the edge to edge look. So give it a try, but do be very careful if you're gonna try that technique. It gives you a different look than adding an embossed panel when the whole front of your card is embossed, but it is very important that you watch carefully where the folder fold is when you crank that machine. All right, so we've got our card base. Let's bring our sample back in here. When you get a Kitchen Table Stamper packet, you get 6 by 6 designer series paper. It's usually a fraction of a pack, an eighth or a quarter. In this case, you're gonna get the host paper from the last catalog. And this is 1 each of the patterns, and we went ahead and chose 5 pieces and cut 1.5 by 3 inch pieces. So I took 5 pieces and cut them up according to Wonder Recipe 18. Now you're gonna have extra pieces this way. So if you don't want any extra pieces, like if you want bigger scraps, you're going to make sure that you have 2 1.5 by 3 inch pieces for every card. All right, you can mix and match. Now, I did for this one, the Pool Party Dot and the Buffalo Plaid, and they're all the same in this stack. Now, the card number 2, they're all the same, has that black and white crosshatch and the pink kind of leopard print. Then, with the 8 pieces that the Wonder Recipe number 18 makes, we use the remaining 2 buffalo and the remaining 2 crosshatch. So we used up all 8 of both of those with this granny apple floral. That's the ones that I chose, but the nice part about it is you get 1 piece of every pattern, so you can mix and match however you desire. This little piece is an extra. We're using instead this stitched rectangle. Now, the stitched rectangle was from the yellow, the So Saffron kit. And you saw that we shuffled some pieces in the kit if you watched video number 2. So if you're doing this Stampin' Stack from the packet, you might want to watch the videos in order because we did shuffle a couple pieces. We're going to glue that rectangle right onto our card front. And if you're cutting your own kit, let me show you which rectangle this one is. This is the stitched rectangles, and we're going to use rectangle D. See, it's not down yet. Rectangle D, which is the 4th from the largest one, okay? And that's out of So Saffron cardstock. We're going to put it a little right of center and about center top to bottom. We want to burnish that because it's a really deep impression that we're gluing to. Next up is our designer series paper. See, that one would be an all right choice too. You can pick whichever patterns you want, and that's the nice part about the kit. You get the whole thing and you can choose. Oh, that would be a good pattern too. If you make the class packet, if you get it and make it, especially if you switch it up a little, share your cards on the Kitchen Table Stamp or Craft Social. That link is also below. That's our fun Facebook crafting group. There are weekly challenges, lots of fun, supportive community. It's a great place to hang out. All right, so there's our designer series paper. Now, we've also got a couple of clouds and hearts, some other things. Envelopes love to eat little pieces. In the packet, in your class packet, your hearts will be in a little zip top bag, not in the envelope, so they won't get eaten up. And you'll get plenty of those to finish the cards, either as the Sharing Sunshine or as the Sweet Songbird. I made sure to use just the pieces that were in the kit and not add anything more. We cut the little hearts and the clouds using the Give It a Whirl die. So if you're cutting your own, that's where those came from. They're basic white clouds and Flirty Flamingo hearts. You'll remember in our first video we had a little extra cloud. So now you're going to use 2 clouds, but you have some choices. I used the 2 clouds that were in the pink packet for this one. And then I swapped out this little short one for the long skinny one. And I think both look really cute. So you can mix and match your clouds if you want. Just an option that I have for you. All right, let's slide this guy to the side and get our Stampin' Pierce mat and ink pads. The Sweet Songbird is photopolymer. It's a 24-piece stamp set. So we're going to stamp on a Stampin' Pierce mat to get our best impression. You can bundle Sweet Songbird stamp set with the bird punch and save 10%. I highly recommend it. And we are going to use, let's see here, Parakeet Party, Coastal Cabana, Crushed Curry, and I have Soft Suede ink here. In the kit, you get half sheets of basic white cardstock. So let's go back to the kit and grab some basic white. And we're going to stamp our bird. First, we're going to stamp our bird down in the bottom corner. Let's see here. I think I'm going to do it this way. First thing you want to do is always take a look at the orientation of the punch and your paper, and then plan your approach. It makes it so much easier when you go to punch. We're going to do Coastal Cabana for our little bird. Love this dude. He's just so cute in all the different fun, bright colors. And then the wing is a separate little piece. That's going to go in the punch too. And I'm going to use this little edge that's out here. And then in the punch, we're going to give it a trim. And it lets us use every little bit of our paper if we plan ahead. The wing right there on the corner. Now we need a branch for our bird. I've got Soft Suede. And I'm going to just put this right in between the 2 birds that we punched previously. My leaves are Parakeet Party. I love Parakeet Party and Soft Suede. It's just such a pretty, fresh, green spring combination. Now is the fun part. We can put some little details on our bird and really bring it to life. We've got crushed curry. I'm going to add the beak and soft suede for the eyes. I love that. Every time it thrills me. It really does. All right, we're going to put these guys aside and let them dry for a second and grab our clouds. I'm going to go with the two that were in the kit this time. But of course, we got that one little extra cloud, so make your own choice, mix and match. Make some one way and some the other. A little note of thanks. We're going to stamp it on the bigger cloud here. Let's see. I think that looks pretty good, leaving some room for some sequin embellishments. And then the little musical notes. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite part. We're going to stamp those on the smaller card and off to the left a little bit because we're going to overlap one of those hearts. So make sure that you leave some room for that detail. Haha, I love this so much. Note of thanks, and then the music, and then the merry melody embossing folder just thrills me. All right, let me clear away the ink pads and we'll punch our bird, cut our branch, and we're going to fussy cut the branch using our paper snips and punch the bird in the wing. Got my birdie punch, pop right in there. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Can't even get over it. And then the wing. Perfect way to use every little bit. Kind of just hack out this little branch. We're going to liberate it with our paper snips. And when I cut, I'm going to cut just a little white border as I go. And when you fussy cut, you want to move the paper with your non-dominant hand while your dominant hand just opens and closes the scissors. All right, look at this guy all cut out. And there's our branch. Before I lose my bird wing, got a mini Stampin' dimensional. I'm gonna put it on the bottom, like teardrop shape along the bottom of the wing, and then add it to my little birdie. So cute. Sample. Let's get that in there full. Cannot believe how fast these cards come together if you're doing the Stamp a Stack, not just making one or two following the video. If you're doing the Stamp a Stack, you should do it in batch work. So if you're going to emboss all your backgrounds with the Merry Melody, emboss all the backgrounds at one time. If you're going to put a branch on every card, follow the sample, then stamp and cut all your branches at one time. There's 16 cards in this stack. So cut 16 branches all at one time. Stamp and cut, or stamp and punch, depending on which bird you use, all 16 birds at one time. It just makes it go so much faster. You'll get tons of cards done in lightning fast time. And if you pick up one of the kits while supplies last, that'll also give you a real head start on your Stamp a Stack, because we do a ton of the work for you. All right, I'm just adding my second cloud here. So, so cute. I love these Songbirds. They are one of my favorite bundles from the new catalog. I'm gonna pop one of these little hearts on flat. And then the other one, we're gonna use a little mini Stampin' dimensional. They're kind of floating up away from our bird. And you can do a mini, or you can do a half a mini onto the cloud. So, so sweet. Every card needs just a little bit of sparkle. So I'm gonna get back in my kit and you'll see we're at the end of the kit and I still have so much left. There's the So Saffron, in case you're doing the Sharing Sunshine, all the little So Saffron pieces. We had a couple of that we didn't use in the remix. We have a few clouds we didn't use in the remix. Lots of this fun designer series paper that's left, this host exclusive one. Oh, here's some more little cards from our clouds. Fun paper, the gingham ribbon, lots of sprinkles. So the supplies are indeed enough to just keep on Stampin' away and making more cards. I'm going to go with these gorgeous pink sequins, and we're going to add a couple just floating up away from our greeting. And you'll have plenty of those too. If you want more sparkle, put more. That's okay. It's your card. Make it how you like it. There it is. A little note of thanks we made with the kit. 6, a little note of thanks. And 4, a little birdie told me. And 6, it's your special day. What a stack, right? We worked hard. All right, you guys, if you've got any questions, email is marisa@kitchentablestamper.com. To check and see if we've got packets, go to kitchentablestamper.com/shop, and then either on the right-hand side if you're on a computer, or scroll all the way to the bottom if you're on a device, use the product filter for class packets so you can see if we have any left. If you've got any questions at all, please reach out to shop Stampin' Up 24/7. You can buzz over to marisaAlvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Stamp-A-Stack. I'll see you in the next video.